I don't sense him.
Did he get separated from us?
There's no need for that.
Alright.
It's okay, Ilyas. You've done...
I don't understand. He shamelessly used your thesis to send it.
Do you know how many people are working on that project? If Johnny was kicked out because of that...
But he's obvious. He throws you the hardest work, and after you're done pulling all-nighters, he struts around with your research data. That's not right! Why are you putting...
A lot of people warned me to not say anything. And It's okay.
Half a year of your time and he's treating people like
Enough! It's fine. I just need to suck it up and get it done.
What's the matter? Huh? You could read minds this whole time!
Of course not. I was also able to see those memories.
Connecting.
It's clear that this place isn't... The Collective Consciousness Project is already complete. Not entirely.
An entire year's worth of work down the drain. And for what? You
could have played hero any time. So why couldn't you have waited until the project...
I don't understand what you guys are saying.
It's a shame. What happened to him? Everyone has been working hard to complete the project.
In any case, we're done with you. None of this affects you at all. But do you... Now our futures are...
I'm sorry.
There's no need for an apology. It's not like I'll accept it anyway. You'll...
Hey, you're blinking out again.
Don't jump to conclusions just yet.
Alias, this is all very well, to pass this, maybe you should try to improve.
I understand.
You seem troubled.
Who are you?
Where are my manners?
Siraj.
The world hates people who don't... After you reported Johnny for academic fraud. However, how about it?
What did you see?
Paimon can't believe it! He really... No! Siraj is the real gig... Ooh! Paimon's so mad!
The person.
But it has to be done! He must be eliminated so that we can evolve!
Take flight!
You see? That is the will of the collective. Even with the hatred gone, they continue their work. An external anomaly cannot shake.
Order guide you! Stabilize!
Let me read you a verse.
Scatter!
He won't hold out for much longer.
It was a lot tougher than we imagined.
Something's gone wrong at the academia. The mantra.
Rain outlines your fate.
Solidify!
Embrace the ice!
What's going on? What's... Silence! As the Overmind, I command you!
Grain cutter.
Here you are. This is order.
Take flight. Ha! Yeah! Ha! Ta! 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 Ha! My opponent.
How is that possible? Why hasn't it been resolved yet?
Was there an error in my judgment?
The will of the collective cannot be wrong. The Overmind must have made an error in his judgment. But Siraj is the most intelligent one. He is not wrong. His judgment is the optimal one.
Is that true? Not necessarily.
What have you done?
Calm down. Don't you have an easy way to figure this out? You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number. Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
What you said to Ilias has now become a memory shared by all members of the Hive. I see it now! You've channeled and amplified their selfish desires! You're trying to destroy my Hive from the inside out!
Human minds are not infinitely pliable, and your hive has stretched many of them to their limit. Once your authority as Overmind starts to wane, it won't be long before your subjects snap back. Is it worth living here like a machine? Being a tool for the rest of my life? As soon as one person begins to have these thoughts, selfishness, doubt, and fear will propagate, thanks to the web of consciousness that you built. At this stage, your so-called hive has already fallen.
It's not over yet. I am the Overmind! There has to be a way!
It's too late. Once the desires of the hive accumulate, beyond a certain threshold, they will kill their king.
I wouldn't have suffered such a disgraceful defeat if I was the Overmind.
My number shouldn't be so far down in the list! Siraj is alive!
This isn't what we agreed to!
I should be the one in your position!
Shut down? What happened just now?
Members of a collective consciousness are more likely to reach for example. However, this system is far from perfect. Based on this logic, the disturbance that setbacks in the plan, apprehension, but in the hive, where there are no, a few words were enough.
You were already thinking of a... You knew that Ilya...
I knew it from the moment I saw... Moreover, I never looked down on you. You have a naive view towards the concepts of... You would never let a test subject escape. Mistakes like that...
I never thought I'd hear those words come from you. I know very well that you've never viewed me as an equal. When you were with us, you always had a... You don't need to hide it. I know it better than anyone else. The arrogance that...
Your perspective is entirely born from your habitual way of looking at things. From your perspective, you probably think I'm like you. I just want to distance myself from meaningless noise and look at everything objectively. On the other hand, you have failed to come to terms with who you truly are.
You mean to say that...
Is that not so? Arrogant and emotionally fragile. You view people as a simple, mediocre collective, while you regard me...
Regardless, I have lost. you can take me back to the academia.
You will stand trial, yes. But arresting people isn't in my job description. I'm just an ordinary staff member. I believe it is the General Mahamatra's duty to escort you away.
Sino? What are you doing here?
I followed the symbols. Looks like things have already been settled.
Symbols?
I left a similar picture in my letter to him, and I made several similar—
Wait, what do you mean you left a Oh, Paimon remembers! When Paimon first saw you. So you really did know that something was up with Ilias from the start!
It'd be best if you didn't spout nonsense. I never employed any mode of trickery on you. By the way, I came across some information at the Academia a few days ago. If you practice—
Seriously? This guy. By the way, Sino, Paimon heard that Siraj sent more people to the Academia.
Don't worry. The Matra have started screening suspicious persons. This was likely one factor that caused the Hive's consciousness to—
Good. Seems like the interesting part is already over. See you.
And off he goes. There's
I was involved in all these plans? What came over me? How could I
We were accomplices without knowing. Whether he's the scribe or the acting Grand Sage, we can't afford to offend him.
We can discuss the future later. Leaving the collective left me with a strange... I didn't feel anything towards alhaitam at first, since he wasn't well known. Siraj made us hate alhaitam, and we blindly accepted that hatred and thought of him as a bad person. From how things look, we've done a lot of irrational things.
I guess we're getting what we deserve. Could you help us apologize to alhaitam?
Sure, Paimon will help you tell alhaitam. But whether he chooses to forgive you is up to him.
It's okay. No matter what he chooses, apologizing will make us feel slightly better. If he
It's time to go.
Let's go.
So, were they all two? We can ask alhaitam about that later.
Looks like I can't exist as Siraj number 36. Yet, my life as Ilyas goes on. When I was at Gandharvaville, I thought about whether I should just come forward with the truth. But I didn't have the courage then. So in the end, I lost my sense of justice.
Ilias?
Don't be sad. I'm the one who deceived you. However, I didn't come out of this completely empty-handed. The moment I realized that the collective I was always trying to fit into wasn't as powerful as I had understanding that gave me courage somehow. Perhaps one day I could be just like alhaitam and not care—
You can do it. Paimon believes in you.
Thanks. Well, I should get going. Can you keep this a secret from my parents and my sister? I just don't want them to worry. Also, please apologize to alhaitam for me. Goodbye, you two.
All the test subjects have been taken away. I'll have my subordinates seal the place, retrieve all documentation, and— Are you two hurt? I brought bandages and hemostatics.
Paimon's fine. Just a little tired.
Get some rest. Alhaitam is probably waiting for you at the entrance. Go see him. Watch out for any of Siraj's associates who might still be in hiding. If you—
Okay, you stay safe too, Sino. Let's go meet up with alhaitam.
I actually thought it would have been settled sooner. This took much longer than I expected. Judging by your faces, it seems like you two still have some questions. I respect your curiosity, but I'm off the clock now, so I'm not going to field any questions.
Hey, we're not your colleagues!
You couldn't tell that was an excuse just now?
What? Are you kidding me? You're not leaving today until you explain what happened back at Siraj's secret base!
See ya.
Hold it right there!
Are you done? Your behavior is reminding me of some other people.
Stop changing the subject!
It's too much of a hassle to explain everything from the top. You know what? Come with me.
Where to?
You'll know when we get there.
It's over?
Ah, you're back. Quick, come help me see if this painting's all straightened. Huh? Who are they?
Stop making a fuss. They're obviously guests.
You're not from the academia, are you?
I'm unsure she's seen you before. You're that person from that time in that one place!
Wait, what? How do you know me? Oh no, do people know that I live here?
What? You're embarrassed only now of all times?
Oh, you guys are roommates!
Yes we are, but keep that to yourselves.
I keep a few books on collectives and the subconscious here at home. I'll get them. You all chat in the meantime.
Hey! You're leaving just like that? What's the deal, alhaitam? Sorry, I know we've only just met, but I have to ask. Are you, you wouldn't happen to be actors that alhaitam hired to pretend to be his friends, would you?
What?
Guess not. I've never seen him invite friends home before, so please excuse my surprise. You guys get it, right? You know, with his temperament and stuff.
But aren't you his friend?
I wouldn't say friends exactly. Okay, well, we used to be. But... Don't worry about it. My name is Kaveh. I'm sorry to have met you under these circumstances. Anyway, please don't say anything about me living here.
You seem like you got a lot going on. So maybe Samora will make Paimon shut up.
Are you serious? How could you... of course. You're alhaitam's friends.
What? That was a normal response. You exposed your own weakness.
Still, why do you have to treat me like he does?
Judging by the deafening din coming from the living room, you all must be getting along quite well.
Entertain your own friends, why don't you?
I'll leave the books here.
Paimon's dizzy from reading. This is way too complicated. Paimon wants to know, Oh, how did you know about the collective consciousness's weakness?
A year ago, Siraj presented his thesis to the Grand Sage, who offhandedly asked for my opinion. I actually responded with 2 lines of reasoning. The first, as I've already said, was that his research was on human evolution, a subject prohibited by the academia. The second was that I thought the direction of his research was too extreme, but his approach too conservative.
Wait, that's too conservative? He built such a large lab, gathered all those people, and even tried—
One way to stabilize a collective consciousness is to remove the test subject's humanity altogether. The optimal solution to achieve collective consciousness is to focus solely on the overmind and treat the other test subjects as tools.
That's way too dangerous. You're not seriously considering that, are you? 'Cause, whew.
I'm merely stating the facts. If Siraj had done that, I would have felt his work to be just as senseless. It's impossible for any species to evolve overnight, and humans without their humanity cannot be called humans. That's why the academia prohibited research into human evolution. Most research of this kind tends to run contrary to evolution.
Paimon gets it now!
Ha! That's rich coming from you. If humans aren't humans without their humanity, then you'll probably evolve into some other species in another decade, I wager.
What about you? Are you going to devolve into a fungus?
At least I'd be a fungus with empathy. Sorry for eavesdropping, but what happened to you guys? Are you in trouble?
Sort of. We encountered a strange researcher that had...
Are you all okay? Huh. So that's how things went. Such is life. If only he'd known, Alhaitam could have stayed indoors today, and the whole thing could have been avoided. Plus, he could have helped me with the housework for once. See those books? They've been sitting there waiting for someone to sort through them for an age. If you're not...
Can you feel the awkwardness in the air? I hope you're aware of your lack of conversational skills.
Oh, so the pot's calling the kettle black, is he? Well, having said all that, are you okay?
I'm doing quite well. Much better than that painting you're trying to hang on the wall.
You don't understand anything! Stop criticizing my taste in...
Paimon can't tell which of them is more problematic. Let's just get this over with and leave.
You whisper very loudly.
Oh! Yeah, Paimon's been told that.
Do you have any more questions?
Let Paimon think. Oh, by the way, the other researchers apologized to you. They hope that you can forgive them.
I bear them no ill will. More accurately, I don't really care about what they think of me. To some extent, they were also fooled by Siraj. The Matra will take this into account at their trials.
Ilias also said that he wanted to tell us the truth at Gandharvaville, but he didn't have the courage. He apologized to you too.
It doesn't matter. I never considered asking him to come forward with the truth. Judging from his experiences, he's more courageous than the average person. There's no need to lay even more criticism on him. I'm going for dinner in 10 minutes, so I'll field one last question.
Paimon doesn't have any more questions. How about you? Oh, yeah, that's a good question. You only started investigating with the Matra at the Academia because you were interested in something, right? But after meeting Siraj, it didn't seem like you were interested in him or his experiment.
I had no interest in him personally, but I was curious as to why so many people were willing to form a collective consciousness with him. I now understand the reason. Correct. The fall of the sages and the shutdown of the Akasha terminals, the fact that Siraj's project attracted so much interest despite not being approved speaks to the lack of research projects as of late. As the acting Grand Sage, I'll have to figure something out. In addition, what happened to Ilias is worth our attention. Reporting academic fraud was the right thing to do. He didn't deserve the outcome that he had received.
Paimon understands now. Oh, you're pretty serious.
I think minimum viable seriousness is a more apt description. I'll do my best to take care of this mess until my resignation is approved.
Wait, your resignation?
Yes. I've already submitted my resignation to the Academia. Soon, I'll resign as the acting Grand Sage and go back to being its scribe. I don't think Siraj knew about that. If he had waited just a few more days before acting, I would have already resigned. What he'd do then wouldn't have been any concern of mine. However, even without my input, his unstable model would have collapsed for some other reason, so it makes no difference.
But why do you want to resign?
I'm not suited to be a sage, nor do I want to be one. The official process to select the new sages is already underway, but this process is long and takes far too much time. If I serve as acting Grand Sage for too long, the position might become permanent. That, would be troublesome. It's important to keep your priorities straight. Well, it's about time. You two should grab some dinner as—
Oh, now that you say that, Paimon's kinda hungry. See ya! We're gonna grab some yummies!
See ya.